Human beings dwell within a fragile vessel. The body is temporary, and the mind that animates it is shaped by culture, language, upbringing, and experience. Because of this, the beliefs and systems of humanity constructs are also limited. They are sincere attempts to understand existence, yet they pass through the narrow lens of human perception. For this reason, we cannot rely entirely on the ways of men or on the structures built in the name of truth. Our understanding is confined by the boundaries of human cognition. We interpret reality through the senses and through ideas born from earthly life, time, space, identity, and form. Yet the divine is not necessarily bound by these measures. To grasp the eternal fully with the human mind is like trying to hold the ocean in the palm of one's hand. We may touch its waters, taste its salt, and watch its waves, but its depth remains far beyond our reach. And yet, throughout history, certain souls appear to awaken beyond the ordinary limits of perception. These individuals seem to sense truths that others cannot yet see. Because their insights challenge familiar order, society often misunderstands them. Many have been called mad, dangerous, or deceptive. But time sometimes reveals a different story. Socrates was condemned for questioning the assumptions of his society and was put to death for it. Jesus Christ was accused of blasphemy and executed because his vision of divine love and inner transformation threatened religious authority. Joan of Arc, claiming guidance beyond earthly institutions, was judged a heretic and burned at the stake. History shows that those who see further are often rejected before they are understood. These awakened figures rarely come to construct rigid systems. Instead, they illuminate a path. Their message is not centered on blind obedience to institutions, but on the awakening of the inner life. They speak of compassion, humility, awareness, and alignment with the divine presence that quietly lives within every soul. Their lives become living testimony that another way of being is possible, one that transcends fear, hatred, and ignorance. For this reason, the journey towards spiritual fulfillment is profoundly personal. It cannot be mechanically delivered by an institution, nor guaranteed through belonging to a religious organization. Human religions, doctrines, and traditions may preserve wisdom and guide communities. Yet they remain human interpretations of the sacred. They can point toward truth, but they cannot replace the awakening of the individual soul. Consider a simple example. Two people may read the same sacred text, pray in the same temple, or participate in the same ritual. Yet their inner lives may be entirely different. One may perform the practice out of habit or social expectation, while the other approaches it with genuine reflection and spiritual awareness. The difference lies not in the outward act, but in the transformation taking place within the heart. Many spiritual teachers throughout history have pointed toward this inner awakening. The Buddha spoke of enlightenment, arising through direct insight and disciplined awareness, rather than unquestioned obedience to authority. Lao Tzu taught the wisdom of aligning oneself with the natural flow of the Tao, rather than clinging to rigid structures of control. Though their cultures and languages differed, their message echoed a similar truth. The sacred is not confined to institutions, but revealed within the awakened consciousness. Their teachings do not demand that we abandon all traditions, but they remind us that the true light of understanding must arise from within. The wisdom of great teachers can illuminate the road like a lantern in the night, but the traveler must still walk the path alone. No one else can take those steps for us. Thus the seeker is invited to turn inward, to examine life with honesty and humility. Through prayer, meditation, contemplation, and sincere reflection, the soul gradually becomes more aware of the divine presence. In silence and stillness, beyond the noise of society and inherited beliefs, many discover that the sacred is not distant at all. It is quietly present, nearer than breath. To seek the divine directly is not rebellion against faith. It is the deepest expression of faith. The real danger lies in surrendering our search entirely to external authorities and allowing others to define truth for us. When we do this, we risk confusing inherited beliefs with living understanding. The spiritual path calls us to awaken, to question, to reflect, and to listen to the quiet voice within. Through self-examination, sincere prayer, and meditation, the inner life gradually becomes illuminated. Compassion deepens, wisdom grows, and a clearer sense of purpose emerges. In the end, The truth we seek may not be something imposed from outside, but something recognized within. By turning toward the divine source with humility and openness, each person begins to uncover the sacred presence that has always waited silently in the depths of the soul.